Hi, Fitbones here with his mate, amigo, Richard.
I'm Richard, hello.
The third one of the party, unfortunately, is still suffering from excess bowel movements from something he ate. Anyway, I thought I'd just give you an up-to-date status of where we are and the route that we've travelled through Colombia. I'll show you on the map pronto.
Okay, we picked the bikes up from the airport at Bogota and we then travelled down on the Ruta 40 down towards Giradot, where we picked up the Ruta 45 past Espinal.
And let me just mention that these red lines that come down either side of the map, these are where the Home Office said we should not move out of these lines for, it was rather risky with the FARC and various other groups which are active at the moment.
Okay, so I'll continue on from El Espinal. We continued down on the Ruta 45 down to AJP, where we had our first night of hospitality, which was very nice, very warm and welcoming people there. We then continued on through to Neighbor, and down on the N40 we then took this minor road to a place called La Plata. So we carried along La Plata, and then we had planned to head north from La Plata all the way up this road here to a city called Palmyra. However, the local intel in that area said, no, this is very, very dangerous and a very hazardous road up through Toes with local sort of banditry going on. So we didn't want to get handcuffed or robbed or anything like that. So we continued, we were advised to continue along this road to Totoro and Popayon, which was a fantastic road. A lot of it was unmade, nice and twisty, very scenic, good altitude, somewhere around the 3,000 to 3,500 metre mark. Brilliant, it was totally enjoyable. From Popayon, Richard decided to head on up to Palmyra along this road because I needed to get some souvenirs and some...
Richard has a personal pilgrimage to go to Palmyra, so...
It's the name of my mother and my sister, so I had to go there to get some souvenirs.
So we sent him up on his own anyway.
Yeah, and then I whizzed back down again. Very hot, very flat lands here, 42 degrees or so. And as you come back down towards Popayon, we start rising up into the mountains, and it becomes much more fun. We continued on the Ruta 25 down to Rosas, where we stayed a night in a fairly grim hostel hotel there, wasn't it?
It was a bit.
Yeah, so less said about that, the better. And then we continued on the following day along the Ruta 25, where unfortunately Sean started to get quite a few bowel movements, and we had to make numerous stops to accommodate the situation. Finally, at about midday,
we gave up, didn't we?
We decided to stay in a place called La Union, 3,000 metres, where Sean could have an ensuite all to himself.
And have a bit of a rest.
And have a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
He rested there for a day, is feeling much better now, but for the day that he rested, Kelston and I decided we'd go in search of the road, a legendary road apparently, called the Trampoline of Death. So we went in search of this road, so we continued down from La Union over to Pesto.
Now that road, just to point out, that road from here to here is something that puts the Alps to shame, frankly. It's just the most amazing, hilly, windy switchback, 180 turns, just brilliant.
There's more switchbacks than a big bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah.
So from there we carried on to Laguna La Cocha, where we had a bit of a bite to eat, but it was quite late in the day by the time we got here. We were having quite good fun on this road down, and we didn't manage to find this road called the Trampoline of Death, but it does run along here. It takes some 6 hours to travel in one direction, so we couldn't quite do it in a day. So then we headed back up to La Union to see how Sean was, and plan our next part of the journey.
So, yep, tomorrow get up early and we're going to route down to Ipiales, and the plan is to get across that border by lunchtime and into Ecuador, and then we'll have a catch up with everyone then. We'll let you know where we are and what the route is through Ecuador. Okay, bye for now.
Thank you.